Hi friends, my topic is role of biotechnology in biodiversity conservation. First one is introduction. The global concern of biodiversity conservation initiated either by in situ or ex situ methods. In situ methods protect both plants and their natural habitat. On the other hand, the production of superior quality seeds has enhanced by the application of plant biotechnology. Biological diversity provides the variety of life on the earth and can be defined as the variability among and between the living organisms and species of surrounding ecosystem and ecological complexes of their life support. Biotechnological methods such as plant tissue culture, plant cell culture, anther culture, embryo culture, etc. are quite applicable and useful techniques for ex situ conservation. Plant biotechnology offers new means of improving biodiversity conservation rather than threatening biodiversity in various ways. Global impact of biodiversity. Biodiversity is needed for human survival either in direct or indirect way. The direct use includes things like food, fibers, medicines, and biological use, while the indirect uses include ecosystem services such as atmospheric regulation, water and nutrient cycling, and industrial raw material, etc. Biodiversity plays effective role in providing various genetic resources of agriculture which is important for the biological basis for world food security and support of human livings. The biodiversity of organisms has great impact on the functioning of the natural ecosystem, services and ecological processes for the total function of humankind. The biodiversity plays a significant role in human health as plants are great source of medicines, especially traditional medicines, which are useful in the treatment of various diseases are well recognized. Conservation of biodiversity. The conservation of biodiversity was recognized in multiple levels of interactions between the international communities, those led the United Nations to process and action in the development of the Convention of the Biological Diversity. The international understanding developed to adopt and recognize the conservation of biodiversity as a global issue and legal binding of sustainable use of biological resources. The conservation ethic promotes the management of natural resources for the purpose of sustaining biodiversity in species, ecosystem, evolutionary process, human culture, and society. Next is techniques for plant conservation. Different level of genetic diversity helps plant species to survive in their natural habitat. So conservation of plants in their natural habitat play important role. According to the guidelines of International Union for Conservation of Nature, both in situ and ex situ methods are well known and applied for the conservation of red listed plants. In situ conservation method is the most uh, valuable method as it is natural and totally depends on the plants in their living forms in their natural habitat and allowing natural evolution. Ex situ conservation involves the conservation or propagation of a species variety, clone or genetic material of plant species either in botanical garden or in the process of banks or using some semi-natural habitat environment. The role of biotechnology in the conservation of biodiversity. Moreover, conservation of rare and endangered plant species due to their high rate of threats in natural environment need to be conserved following advanced biotechnological methods of ex situ conservation process. These conventional methods of seed and clonal propagation of plant genetic resources in ex situ conservation process was replaced by in vitro cultural methods. The in vitro cultural methods, which are more promising and advantages of regenerating large numbers of plant propagules using minimum of startup plants material. Biotechnology. It has been defined as any technique that uses living organisms or substances to make or modify a product to improve plant or animal or to develop microorganisms for specific uses. It consists of a gradient of technologies ranging from the long established and widely used techniques of traditional biotechnology to novel and transgenic methodology. The beneficial impact of plant biotechnology on improvement and production of economically important crops are well established, while it has great impact in conservation of biodiversity too. In vitro culture and collection of germplasm by rapid, medium, and slow growth storage, cryopreservation have great applicability to reduce the risk of loss of plant genetic resources. Those are vulnerable in general growing and storage conditions. Plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture is a quick, season independent, and efficient in vitro technique to propagate plants under sterile microenvironment. It is very effective method of cloning of plant material and to develop disease-free clean plant stock. Plant tissue culture is a sunrise technology and working as a catalyst of agricultural and industrial development. Any plant cell has the power of cellular totipotency to be differentiated into whole plant in the process of plant tissue culture methodology. There are different types of culture methods using different organs. The technique of different types of culture is applied with several objectives. The most important one is the enhancement of plant production rate by quick regeneration of plants in the absence of seed or otherwise by using the seeds which have very low chances to germination capability. Different technique in plant tissue culture may offer certain advantages over traditional methods of propagation, assembly, proliferation, preservation, and storage of plant genetic resources. The success of plant tissue culture depends on the success of shoot regeneration in a rapid and reproducible way. It has great importance in the crop improvement program, which is facing the increasing depletion of natural resources. Tissue culture technique can be applied in germplasm conservation of medicinally important plants. Those are of important source pharmaceutical compounds. It can be applied for regenerating different clean diseases free stock plants in the field of agriculture, horticulture, floriculture and pharmaceutical industry. Tissue culture is a useful technique to preserve somatic embryos which can be applied in the medium and long-term conservation process. In the medium-term conservation, there is a need to lengthen the period between subcultures by reducing growth rate. Plant tissue culture is also a great source of creating variations through the development, selection, and isolation somaclones, commonly known as somaclonal variations. It is the picture of overview of the tissue culture process. Micropropagation and cloning. In vitro clonal propagation method is commonly known as micropropagation, which helps to produce mass production of plant propagules from any plant part or cell. Micropropagated propagules are used to rise and multiply the stock plant material in microenvironment. Micropropagation and cloning of plant tissue based on different explants is commonly used to conserve different endangered plants. In vitro propagation of plants possesses huge potential in production of high quality based medicines. At the same time, conservation of medicinal plants The in vitro plant regeneration or micropropagation program involved in several steps starting from initial shoot development either directly from nodal part of explants or through indirect way of callus mediated differentiation of shoot initials. Next, the shoot initials go for elongation and developmental stage where small plantlets with a well-developed shoots and root system will be generated for transplant in soil. Micropropagation technique assists in the rapid season independent continuous propagation, maintenance and storage of rare and endangered plants by using any plant parts as explant source. Somatic embryogenesis and organogenesis. The development of somatic embryo by the differentiation of a single somatic cell or tissue to regenerate large number of plants at the same time is very commonly used technique of somatic embryogenesis in plant tissue culture. Somatic embryogenesis and organ development through organogenesis from various cultures of explants are the most commonly used technique applied to regenerate several endangered plants for the purpose of conservation. The culture of explants in suitable culture media helps to regenerate whole plants either by following direct or indirect way of somatic embryogenesis. In case the direct way of somatic embryogenesis, plants directly develop from explants without any intervening step of callus induction and de-differentiation of callus towards organized growth of plants as found in indirect way of somatic embryogenesis. Induction of somatic embryos from the cultural explants in specialized culture media and their germination into whole plantlet following several steps where different plants growth regulators play important role. It has great application in the rapid multiplication of important medicinal plants, those has considered as endangered. Growth restriction. The practical of a plant tissue culture method in germplasm conservation is to reduce the frequency of subculture during the process of culture. Development and use of several slow growth culture situation in modified culture media help to reduce the subculture frequency. The addition and alteration of growth regulators, modification of salt concentration of culture media, addition of osmotically active compounds and sometimes modulation of some external factors such as low temperature are used in slow growth strategy. The tropical species are mostly cold sensitive and have to store at high temperature. In vitro slow growth storage technique is routinely used for medium-term conservation of numerous species both from tropical and temperate origin and endangered species. However, in vitro conservation process for medium and long-term storage still need customization of genetic stability with the time and one single protocol for conserving genetic diversity of the cultured material are not applicable. Next is cryopreservation. Cryopreservation, it is one of the biotechnological method of ex situ plant conservation and applicable for long-term storage of plant genetic material. Cryopreservation is an extremely helpful method to conserve rare, endangered, threatened plant species. The long-term storage of cultured plant material require the use of ultra-cold storage method. This section highlights the requirement for laboratory facilities and the basic techniques. Most of the experimental system used in cryopreservation contain high amount of cellular water and are thus very sensitive to freezing injury. So, artificial dehydration procedure is important step although Classical technique involve freeze-induced dehydration, while new technique are based on vitrification. The principle is bringing the plant cell and tissue culture to a non-dividing or zero metabolism storage stage by subjecting them to supraoptimal temperature in the presence or absence of cryoprotectants. In vitro bank, the maximum possible genetic diversity of the particular genetic stock can be maintained using in vitro gene bank technique. The several international organizations are engaged potentially to conserve disease-free, clean, and elite class of genetic stock, and using this process mainly following slow growth in vitro techniques, cryopreservation of several stocks together with the routine analysis of genetic diversity. The International Plant Genetic Resource Institute, as well as the Consultative Group on International Agricultural Research Centers like the International Center for Agricultural Research in the Dry Areas, is heavily involved in the conservation of rare and endangered plant species by maintaining in vitro gene bank. Conclusions. The conservation of biodiversity is a global concern. Several strategies has adopted in understanding and conserving plant diversity throughout the world. Both ex situ and in situ methods of biodiversity conservation are equally important. The use of biotechniques in improving ex situ conservation process to maintain biodiversity.